Merry Christmas once again, everybody. This is Victory with an Epic 7 video for you here on Christmas Eve. Today we're going to go over how to farm the Christmas event. Of course, Eulogy for a Saint just came out overnight, at least it did for me. So it's time to clean up and get done with a small miracle so that we can get started on the new one. So I'm going to show you today how you can farm North Terrell Square, which is where you get your bakery coupons with a really easy to get team that's available pretty much entirely through connections. And then we'll go over a little bit about South Terrell Square as well, and also what to get in the shop in case maybe you don't have time for everything and you just want to hurry up and get to the next event. Okay, so here's the team we're using for North Terrell Square. And the idea is we want to be able to raise fodder while we're farming for the event currency. And we want to be able to do it without a whole lot of premium heroes, right? So here is the team that I would recommend. Okay, and of course you've got Alexa. Normally I would not recommend Alexa, but she is boosted during this event. I got Montmorency. You could also use Angelica in her place. Because of the way I've got Angelica geared, she just doesn't work very well as a standard healer. But if you have Angelica with like more traditional gear, like a speed set, health set type setup, she would work pretty well here as well. And then of course Commander Lorna, just because she's easy to get and she does a lot of damage, and is someone who I've invested in a lot. But there's a lot of ways you could go with the team for North Terrell Square. Basically, the main thing you don't really want to bother with is trying to do a lot of debuffs on Bloodblade Karen because she just kind of gets rid of them at the start of each of her turns. The other boss in South Terrell Square, Celestial Mercedes, she actually, you want to be debuffing her, so it's kind of hard to use the same team for both. But we're just going to put a fodder here in this last spot and then kind of show you how the team works. Okay, and I always recommend that you use level 60 supports if you can find them. You know, they're on the Discord. There's lots of people who post their friend postings, and you can get these strong level 60 supports who kind of help you out. This is one of those levels where you're going to let your support do a lot of the tanking for you. So we'll just go with this Luna here. That's one that a lot of people seem to have. And we'll show you how the team works. Okay, so you'll see I have Alexa with her skills turned off, and that's because I have her set up as a Wyvern 11 farmer, meaning she's got Daydream Joker on, she's got high crit rate, so the idea with Alexa is you want to be hitting twice per turn to get 2 Daydream Joker procs every turn. Of course, Lerna's just set up as like a high attack power type bruiser. And then I've got Montmorency on speed and HP so that she can do lots of heals and dispel lots of debuffs over the course of the fight. We've got our fodder in front. That way, the fodder should, if they would quit targeting the back, the fodder will just go away very quickly in the fight, and we'll be using our support to tank and deal damage for us for most of the battle. Okay, you can see we're getting those Daydream Joker procs.
I'm on my way.
Even though these heroes are all, you know, connections heroes, these are 3 that I really would recommend investing in at least a little bit. Probably Montmorency and Lorena much more so than Alexa. But Alexa makes a really fantastic Wyvern 11 farmer, and anyone can get her. You just kind of set her up with some speed, a little bit of tankiness so that she can survive the first wave, and then whatever attack you can get on her is great. But the whole idea behind Alexa is you want her to have almost exactly 85% crit rate against Wyvern 11 so that she can get a crit every turn, which resets her basic attack. The way I've got her set up, she only ever uses her basic attack, and she'll get 2 Daydream Joker procs per attack using that basic double attack that she has. And the same thing kind of works here against Bloodblade Karen. One thing that makes it a little worse against Bloodblade Karen is that she gets combat readiness every time you attack her. But because Alexa is boosted in this event, it's still kind of worthwhile. A couple other heroes that you could use when farming North or South Terrell Square. And this just kind of depends on who you've invested in. But if you have Clarissa, anyone who's boosted is going to be pretty good. But it depends, right? Like if you have Angelica And since she's boosted, you would really probably want to put her in front and let her tank you because she gets that extra health bonus. If you have Roz, I would do the same thing. If you invested in him before you realized that he was bad, well, this is your chance to kind of use him anyway because he also gets a large defense, health, and attack boost.
So I'll become Ash.
And then just farm with a fodder or whatever.
I'm on my way.
Roz will take a lot of damage for you. Of course, this area, but we're not going to get into that.
On my honor as a dragon.
And really, even Mercedes would make a really good damage dealer for either of these two farming levels because, yeah, she doesn't do anything except damage, but her basic attack stat is pretty good. She has a lot of area effect attacks, so she would be good at getting through the fodder on your way to the boss, especially against Celestial Mercedes. I think she would be good there because one of the real dangerous things about that level is Mercedes has these two mob enemies, the skeletons or whatever, that can debuff on you and deal damage to you, and it sets you up for Mercedes to really light you with her ultimate attack. So if you have Mercedes or someone like that who can attack multiple enemies just as part of their kit, then you can get rid of those skeletons and you're not going to take as much damage over that fight. So there you go. That's kind of how the team works. I mean, again, the main thing is just picking good level 60 supports who can tank for you, but Alexa and Lorena are going to do plenty of damage for you. Montmorency is going to keep you from having to spend gold every time, and you should be able to farm plenty of these little bakery coupons by using this team in the event. I will go down to South Terrell Square briefly here, just to kind of show you the mechanics, but honestly, this one I have found is a lot more difficult to farm because Mercedes attacks everybody, so everybody has to be at least fairly tanky. I'll just show you her skills, and then, like I said, she has these two skeletons with her who can do debuffs and damage. So it's important to have just kind of some good people in your team, get at least one of them boosted in the event. If you have anyone who's boosted in the event, definitely use them against Celestial Mercedes, but you really want to have somebody who can do debuffs, especially somebody who can cleanse debuffs to get rid of this unhealable. She has decreased attack, decreased speed, which drags the fight out, which makes unhealable even worse because then you're not able to heal and you're taking damage over a long period of time. So you really want a debuff cleanser on her, somebody who can keep those off of you because she also has an ult that does more damage as you get more debuffs. So again, Montmorency would be great. If you have a faster Angelica who can put up immunity more times during the fight, that would be good. Mine is just really slow, so I'm not using her. But then she gets, again, a longer fight, means she's going to get faster and hit harder every turn. So you want a lot of damage on your team. And then this one here is kind of one of her key mechanics, which is if you don't debuff her, she gets more combat readiness at the end of each turn. So she's going to feel much, much faster if you're not doing debuffs on her. Obviously, defense break is a great debuff to put on her. Attack down would be another good one. I know that's really basic, but she attacks everybody, so if you have attack down on her, then you're not losing your damage dealers to her area attacks. So just kind of piecing together the best of who is boosted on this event. And if you can get a fodder in there, great. But honestly, I found myself farming South Terrell Square with like a 3 level 60s and a level 50, and I was letting my level 50 gain the experience, but I had gear on everyone. So I feel like it was a lot harder, at least it was for me, to farm than North Terrell Square. But North Terrell Square, I've been having a lot of luck with a team pretty much like the one I just showed you of Alexa, Lorena, Angelic Montmorency, and then put some kind of fodder up in front, and you can get a lot of fodder farm because you can do 2 runs and get somebody from level 1 to level 20 so that they're ready to promote doing North Terrell Square. As far as the event shop goes, let's go back to that really quick. Of course, I recommend getting pretty much everything you can in the event shop. The gear is fantastic. Card of Small Miracles is pretty okay. I wouldn't use it for PvP, but it's not bad. Then, of course, catalysts. The only thing I would say maybe don't get here would be the runes, followed probably by the penguins, but I'm still going to get everything, as you can see here. It just, if you don't have any light heroes, maybe you can skip the runes if you're in a hurry. But really, the reality is if you're doing a specialty change, if you've got a hero who uses those runes, you're going to need a lot of them to get that hero awakened or to get that specialty tree done. So just really recommend getting everything you can out of the event, and then moving on to Eulogy for a Saint. which I'll be trying to do a video on later this week after Christmas is over and all that, on how to farm that one. Okay, so I hope this helped you guys, and please like, comment, subscribe. We love to see comments and new subscriptions. And we'll just finish this one up with, with some dispatch missions, I guess. But we'll finish this one up with a Moonlight Summon. All right? Maybe one of these days I will pull something good on video. Here we go. Oh, there's something. It really is something, guys. Who knows what it's going to be?
Rosaria Dark has been called to arms.
So this is the first time I've ever pulled anything worth anything on video. Shadow Rose, really cool. I do kind of like Rose. She kind of has like a tragic hero thing going on. And her shadow version, I think, is her after she has experienced a lot of tragedy in the main story. But she has, where is it? There it is. She has a combat readiness push, a big one, which is really helpful in PvP. She's got a defense break. She's got another defense break and unhealable. So just really good hero. Really glad I was able to pull her, and I hope you guys have good luck in your next Moonlight Summon as well. And Merry Christmas, everybody.